I'm ready. Sorry, this is very intimidating. Kaden, what are you doing?
I don't know. I just got this skateboard, I mean a longboard, from a park. Someone left it there and I took it, and now I'm trying to learn how.
You want me to go with you?
No.
Pretty good. Do you ever want to get married, Kaden?
I feel like this needs to be like in the car. Have you ever seen that in documentaries? Like where I'm sitting in a car, it's like beside of me and I'm talking.
That's a really cool answer to the question.
As a long-term thing, what do you find most important as a friend?
Someone who won't force me to do anything bad. Like they'll
Just people that'll keep you on the right track. Why do you find that important?
Because I feel like, in high school, you can get tempted to do like a lot of really bad things. But, if you hang out with the right people, they will, they'll lead you like in the right direction.
KK, what are we doing?
We're messing with Sergio's car.
Why? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna leave him a note.
What are you writing? It's gonna fall off.
No, it won't.
Put it in like the wipers. What else do you want to do, Kaden?
I didn't need more now.
What would you say your favorite and like your favorite quality about every single person in your like immediate family?
My dad, he's very wise. He's not as wise as he thinks he is, but he's very old. Like he's like really oddly old for like a parent. Like he's like 70 almost. Like he's almost as old as my grandma. So he's like been through it. Like he knows the ways. So he's very knowledgeable. My mom, she shares like a lot of she shares like almost like the same sense of humor I have. She just started using TikTok, so she's just been like sending me TikToks like for the past 3 days. But like they're all like really unfunny though. My sister, she's cool. The weird thing about me and my sister is like my sister and I, is like we never fight really. Like like I know like a lot of like siblings that like they're always fighting, but it's just really been weird because like me and my sister have just never fought. Like we've always like gotten along, except for when she hit me with a broom and made me bleed.
How was Kaden as a child?
Kaden was really vibrant.
Very active.
Until, I've never told people about this, but...
Stubborn and creative.
How you do, kind of throwing him up in the air. I was doing that and boom, right into the ceiling fan. Boom, boom. I never told his mother about this, by the way, but ever since then, he's been a little different.
Mikey's hand, I can like read palms really well. This is when this one like line here this represents like him right now. This see this line right here?
Yeah.
This is like when he's gonna start dating the girl.
Okay.
And you see how his line like stops right here?
Okay.
He's gonna die young. That's what that means.
What's gonna be the worst part about Kaden leaving for college?
I'm gonna miss him.
You know, I don't really see a downside in that at all. I'm really happy to get him the hell out of the house.
Having him around, he's really funny, wickedly funny, and
Sad. And so I'll probably have to deal with that.
I'm gonna miss having him here.
Other than that, man, see ya.
All right, KK. This is the last question of the day. What do you think the meaning of life is?
Wow. I definitely don't think life is, something you can define. And it's just really weird just knowing that, like, you're going to, like, do something, and you're just gonna, like, be the best at it, or not be the best at it, but, like, do the best you can to do something, and, like, you can be, like, on top of the world, and then you'll just die. And all that will mean, like, nothing. Like, all the progress you've made in your life is just, like, shattered. Not shattered, but, like, it just disappears. And probably, like, one of my biggest, like, fears ever is just, just dying and, like, not being ever remembered, and just being, like, not important.
So do you think there's a purpose?
People have different purposes, but I don't know. I think you kind of just live life and just be happy, and that's all you can really do.
Good answer, KK.
Thank you.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York.
I love you, NY. City of lights, city of dreams, city of sirens, city of kings. You can feel the life flow through these streets. This is where the great ones stomp their feet. From the boogie down on over to uptown. Staten Island, BK and back down. Manhattan, what's happening? Let's stop, baby, stay packing. NY, how I hate to leave her. Keep her sounds coming out my speaker. The city don't sleep, so I won't either. In my heart is where I keep her. The electricity. As for blue eyes and me green. That old New York's a place for me.
If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps, and find I'm king of the hill, top of the list, king of the hill, #1. It's up to you, New York, New York.
Come on, bud. Yeah! Yeah, man, you the man.
Get the blueberries. Go get them. Go get them. Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Come on, JJ.
You're a baby.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Jeff D'Angelo. This is my wife, Cadis, and I'm going to tell you about my little miracle man, JJ. As a first-time parent, I mean, I was nervous, like I guess you'd expect anybody to be, but I was excited. I was ready for my best friend, and I know I loved him so much before he was even born.
All I wanted to be was a mom. I first discovered something was wrong was when he was born and there was no crying. My instincts were right when he was rushed to the NICU.
I mean, I didn't know what to expect as a dad. You know, the only thing I think I did know was that the babies are supposed to cry, and he didn't. So we knew something wasn't right, and it just kind of spiraled from there. It's super hard when you know something's different or wrong about your son, and you can't really help. This has basically affected our lives in just about every way. The relationships you have with people, you know, your outlook on life.
So he missed every single milestone, even beginning with the ability to suck at birth. I worked hard with him every day, brought him to a lot of therapists and doctors, and honestly, I just wish we could have froze time. I just spent my time flying him across the world trying to search for answers with different doctors.
We'd watched a YouTube video and reached out to this doctor in Connecticut who did this testing called whole exome sequencing. A new technology. It wasn't really available for everyone, and we had to fight with our insurance to get it covered. So it was a real long process to get an answer that we wanted. CHAMP1 is so rare that it doesn't even have a name. CHAMP stands for chromosome alignment maintaining phosphoprotein, and basically what we know now is if you have a mutation to this gene, you have a loss of function of this protein that's important for neurological development. As a new family, you get this diagnosis and there's not a lot of information out there available, and the doctor can't tell you about it, so you're sort of left to your own devices. We're in a very dark place. It really rocked our world. I love my son no matter what, and if nothing changes, he's still my best friend. He's still the center of our world.
What this meant for me and my family when we got the diagnosis, it just gave us a mission and a purpose to help not only find a treatment and cure for him, but for kids like him.
The goal has always been the same since day one. And we just hope that we could find something soon that can impact or change the course of his life.
One of JJ's biggest milestones was the ability to be able to walk independently. For a while, he had to walk with a medical walker and AFOs. I can proudly say that he can walk independently now.
No doctor can assure us of anything, so we went to a few specialists, and they said JJ would never sit up. He sat up, you know, he might never walk, and he's running. It's not the most graceful running in the world, but he is running. From meeting these other families, we know that most of the kids are not verbal, and JJ can talk. It's limited, but he can definitely tell you what he wants and get his point across. He's a fighter, and we've been fighting for him since day one, and he's a determined little boy, and we're going to keep pushing for him to have the most fruitful life he could have.
When we first got diagnosed with CHAMP1, we went online, we saw a family support group online on Facebook, and we immediately joined. And it was encouraging to have other families that are fighting the same fight to help their kids too. I'm hoping as a group we can help the researchers push on towards a cure for our kids.
The hope and the goal has always been from day one that this will impact my son's life.
We're so overwhelmed with gratitude. We've had a handful of strangers that have fundraised on behalf of us in our local community. We've had so many people that we've never met show up for fundraisers and just support our little boy and research for our kids.
We're super grateful for the support and the encouragement. How people can help or make a difference is to get involved. Research is so expensive, beyond what anyone could imagine. And there's been life-changing results for other rare diseases, so we know this technology and the science is on the cusp. Anything that would impact my son, any meaningful change would be worth it to me. Maybe that's not a full cure, even though that's what we're hoping for, but anything that would make a difference in his life would be well worth it for me and for any of these families that are going through what we're going through. One day, there's going to be a treatment or a cure for kids affected with CHAMP1. The hope and the goal has always been from day one that this will impact my son's life. It may be a future generation of kids that reap the benefits of this, but it's been our goal and our mission that we're going to fight, we're going to push the science, we're going to get the research community involved, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure this is happening as fast as possible.
I'm Elizabeth Grace Breeden. I'm 17. I go to Nature Coast Technical High School. And I'm a singer. I haven't sang in a really long time. Like, I haven't been performing and stuff like that. And this was like my first step into that. I try to avoid a lot of caffeinated drinks, and I try to avoid a lot of carbonated drinks. Practicing is hard because you don't want to hurt yourself too much. At the end, I do a vocal rest, which means no talking for like 2 hours. I can't go that high, I'm not that good. The ultimate goal for singing, I guess, would be able to do music for the rest of my life. I feel so bad for saying this. I'm actually not nervous at all. I'm really not. I'm more nervous about forgetting the lyrics. I'm more excited to go out and actually perform in front of people again. Find another talent show and keep on going. I don't know. I'll probably cry. I'll probably be really upset. I'm here to win. I'm not here to mess around. It's a good song to warm up to. I am a full-fledged hypocrite.
How ready are you for the talent show?
I'm not doing too hot. I think it'll all work out in the end.
Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew ya.
I also want to add this into the documentary. Anyone can learn to sing, and it's not like people are born with these abilities. You practice and you grow your voice and you do all these other things to make it stronger. People can be talented at singing too.
I'm gonna ask you just a few questions.
Okay, what are the questions?
So, how are you feeling?
On a scale of 1 to 10, like a 5. I'm kind of nervous. Other than that, I'm okay.
Welcome our next contestant singing Hallelujah, Liz Breeden.
So the secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew ya. But she tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew that hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
I would love to invite, in no particular order, our 3 finalists. Let's give a big round of applause to our 3 finalists.
Alright, so the talent show was last weekend.
Yeah. I ended up messing up the lyrics, and singing the second chorus twice, basically. After the performance, I literally was like, it felt like I just got hit by a truck. Like, I literally was so devastated. I recently finished my first ever song. I recently came out with my first song about my boyfriend. I like using actual, like, events in song. So one of the lyrics in the song is like, we were sitting on top of your dad's RV.
On the roof of your dad's RV.
Legitimately, we were on his RV on Halloween night. Like, that was something that we actually did. That song was like something that I like forced out because I finally wanted to push myself to do something better.
So where do we go from here? What are you gonna do next?
I mean, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna learn from my mistake and I'm gonna go and do the next greatest thing that I see.
Heal a mind, heal a mind, heal a mind, come take. Heal a mind. Oh, when you feel like coming, your body break.
Oh, we're going. There we go.
Oh hey, that's me. It's me, Rhea, and Sophie, and we're going to Tampa. So our first destination is Eddie and Sam's. It's a pizza place, and we've heard really good reviews about it, so we're really excited. This is Sophie and I waiting in line. There's literally so many options, it's insane. The slices are huge, so we had a hard time choosing. There's me ordering, and there's our pizza. Rhea and Sophie got barbecue pizza, which they got the same thing. And then I got eggplant and margarita pizza, which was amazing. And this guy's pizza, humongous. How many people can he feed, you think? Like 40?
Thank you so much.
Oh, and there's Rhea barbecue sauce on her hand. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. And there's me indulging. It was literally so good. I was so hungry. Oh, and I was really, really thirsty as well. And I forgot to get my own drink, so Rhea and I shared some pink lemonade.
Whose seatbelt is not on?
Mine.
Mine's not either. Yeah, look at my arm.
I think we're gonna rate it like out of 10. I think it was definitely a 9.
My pizza was a 10, but the mozzarella sticks were 2.
So now we're in Ybor City. We are going to this place called Snowbotchy. They roll ice cream, but they didn't open till 2, so we kind of just looked around and walked and waited for them to open.
We had to take a pit stop because it started pouring down rain. So now we're standing on like the side of Tampa, just by like naked babies. And naked babies.
So Snowbotchy finally opened. We were their first customers. Now we're ordering, and I gave up chocolate for Lent, so I had to settle with vanilla, but there's Rhea's. She got like chocolate and peanut butter. She said it was really, really good. Definitely recommend. 10 out of 10 Snowbotchy experience.
The amount of carbs I've consumed has made me shut down. Just in case you're wondering, vlog 136, I got a Shamrock Shake. It's literally been like 3 minutes. I finished a Shamrock Shake.